Welcome back, Legend.
Hey, yo, Prometheus, what you doing, man?
I'm sorry I did not notify you sooner, but I have taken the initiative of downloading new chord progressions to inspire some creations into your MacBook. They came from Unison.
Ah, okay. So I guess we're going to be making some music today. How many did you get?
1,200 files. No need for music theory. And I've taken the liberty of adding a link in the video description so your viewers can get 60% off the entire pack.
Oh, wow. That's that's a lot. I guess we're making some music today. So a lot of you music makers out there may have little to no experience playing the keys. And a lack of knowledge in music theory can sometimes be something that gets in the way of you creating something that you are truly satisfied with. On the other hand, there are those out there who know how to play keys like myself, but even we suffer from creative writer's block, and we're not always able to get our ideas out when we're in our creative moods. So that is where a tool like Unison's MIDI pack comes into play. This MIDI pack includes over 1,200 MIDI files from different keys and scales, plus progressions of all types that you can drag and drop into your DAW to have instant inspiration and create something that sounds really amazing. And not only can you use these MIDI files to create something, you can also use it as a sort of a way to teach you a little bit about music theory, different keys, because you'll be able to see each and every note in the piano roll of whatever DAW that you're using. Now, the beauty of MIDI, as opposed to using a sample that's already got an instrument to it, is you can change the instrumentation to something else, whether it be a keyboard, a piano, strings, a bass line, a synth. It's not set in stone, so whatever vibe you're feeling, you can totally morph into something completely different. Now, my studio assistant Prometheus back here did be sure to include a 60% off link in the description if you want to go ahead and get yourself this MIDI pack, something that I think is well worth the money. So don't forget to scroll down there, click that link, and get this MIDI pack for that discounted price. But just to show you the power of MIDI and what you can all do with something like this, let's go ahead and dive into my computer and make something. How's that sound?
Sounds good.
All right, let's go. So basically, once you click the link in the description, it'll take you to this page, obviously, where you're gonna be able to get the MIDI pack. So instantly create pro level chords and progressions without music theory or trial and error. You don't have to sit there and try to figure these things out for yourself, try to learn how to play keys, all that. They have all different kinds of progressions, all different kinds of chords, all different kinds of scales. I wanna go ahead and get to the creation part. So what I did, once you download the files, so what happens is you basically unzip the file and you end up with something like this, and it's going to be the MIDI chord pack here. We have all different kinds of chords, C major, A minor, D flat major, B flat minor, D major, B minor, E flat, like, you know, the list goes on. You have all these to choose from and to go through. Each and every one of these have subsections. So you have triads. I think these are just going to be regular chords, you know, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then you have the major and minor versions of them as well. So if you're someone who's trying to learn the difference between majors and minors and how they sound, this will be a great tool to teach you. So that's my instrument, and I can change this to whatever I want. That's the beauty of MIDI. I can change this to a piano or a synth, whatever I feel like. We're gonna select major, and basically all you do in your DAW, whatever DAW it is literally just drag and drop. In most cases, you just drag this and put it right there, and it puts the chord right here. I didn't touch the keyboard. You guys saw that. It's literally. So if you want to like craft your own progressions, you can even, like, let's say drag this out, and let's drag that here, put this down here. So check this out. And I can go ahead and craft a full-on progression by myself based on what I see, or you can just come in here and find a progression that's already made for you. So they have a whole bunch of different, like, common chord progressions, ones that aren't so common. Once you're in here, so C major, we're gonna go to progressions, we're gonna go to diatonic triads, we're gonna go major progressions, solo that, and then we have this. A 4-chord chord progression with the click of one single button. If I didn't want to do that one and I wanted to change it to something else, drag something else over there, and let's see what we got. Very nice. So I dragged over one of the more simpler ones and I came up with this. If you're a singer, you can use something like this to inspire your own vocal melodies. So you have these progressions to kind of lead you down a melodic path for what you want to do with your vocals in a song. It doesn't just have to be for producers. It doesn't just have to be for people that are trying to make beats. This can also be for those of you who are singers and you need ideas for your songs, melodies for your songs. I don't want to you know, stuff like that. Then I added this other one here. Kind of switch it up. And then once you get into creating the rest of the beat, the rest of the song around these progressions, you obviously want to match the keys. So whether you're getting a sample from Splice, from Lander, from sounds.com, make sure, so in this case, I think it was C major. So I set this in C major and I was literally able to, everything's in the same key. That's how I came up with this idea that I have now. So, man, I mean, already it's sounding pretty sick. It's sounding pretty heavy and dope and epic. Of course, I added all my little effects on here, but I'll show you guys from start to finish the beat that I crafted using just these 2 chord progressions in unison. Just two of the simpler ones. This is what I came up with. So you see what I'm talking about. You see how effective you can be when you have something that kind of lays a foundation for you, a chord progression, a chord by itself, progressions that you can craft yourself. And one thing that I didn't show you is in the piano roll of whatever program you're using. So there's your progression here. You can even, if you want to change some of the chords in there, you can do that. It's not set in stone like a sample. You can, like, for instance, this first chord, if I want to drag this up, you hear that? Whatever you want to do, you can change this stuff. It's all customizable based on what you want to do. Now, of course, you have to have a little bit of music theory knowledge so that you're not putting stuff that's out of key and all that stuff, but you can do that. So be sure to visit the link down in the description, download, use the link to get 60% off and get these chords, get this MIDI pack. It's going to be very useful for you, for those of you who are still learning to produce, who can't play an instrument. I promise you, you will not regret. It's only $27. Over 1,200 files. With that being said, if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below in the comment section. I'll be answering everybody as I usually do. Leave a like on this video if it was helpful. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe, turn on the bell notifications, and set them to all so you'll be notified every time I upload a brand new video like this. And as always, stay legendary. I'll see you guys later.